this, I did take the rollers from the bangs out already, just because the water kind of ended up weighing them down and they started to fall out, so I just wanted to let them hang how they would. Plus they're just styling pieces anyway, so it won't really matter in the end. So we are going to get started with taking all of these rollers out, starting with the bottom layer. So I'm going to remove the rubber bands I had to use first and just gently kind of pull them off. Most of the time they'll break when you're doing this, and then just gently unrolling the hair. Sometimes these Velcro rollers don't want to let go of the hair and you kind of have to pull, so just use caution when doing that so you don't pull your entire curl apart. So here is one long, wavy, fluffy curl. And like for these where the ends get a little bit straight, I just take them and wrap them around my finger and let them go and they'll recurl. It's just because the synthetic fibers they're very flexible, so you can kind of morph them however you want. But these pieces are going to be in the back anyway, so it's okay. So I'm just going to separate the curls a little bit. I'm not going to brush them out because for the look I want, this part is actually going to be kind of clumped together, and we're going to want those curls nice and tight. So get a few Velcro rollers I do have in here out before we start on the snap rollers. I'll take the snap rollers out. These are much easier to work with because you can just unsnap them and they uncurl. These curl much better for the wet to dry method, for sure. So, alright, yeah, you can see this beautiful curl here that came out of that roller. It's much easier just untwist these ones rather than try and, yank them out like you have to with the other ones, which is good because we want this to look nicer as we work our way back up the wig. The curls are going to be lots of different sizes just because I have lots of different size rollers. I hope to get like one set of each size, like one full set, but it's really hard to find a set that's not mixed sizes. Like you tend to get these bigger ones that just make like loose waves. As for this, like for your heating methods, you can do a lot of different kinds. You can do steam. That is my favorite way to restyle a wig. I find it to be the most effective. But it does take a while to get all the curls saturated. You can also do boiling water. That one's a really easy way to get a nice crimp look, I would say. And then of course you can do like scalding hot like bath water, which is what I did with this one. And it's definitely producing a looser curl than I expected, but there's also a lot more hair here. So we're going to just keep rolling. The ones that I really want to be springy are these front ones, because they're going to frame up the face. So I'm going to kind of just pull these out, because I don't want them to unravel. There we go. Yeah, these made a really nice springy curl. And if you're doing this yourself or on any wig, don't worry if you get some shedding. That's gonna happen, just like if you were doing regular hair. You are not damaging the hair, but you are changing it, and therefore you might lose a little bit here and there. But that's okay, it's not a big deal. Okay. These curls from the purple and pink ones are just so nice. They come apart real easy, and the ends are just perfectly springy little curls. They're gonna look so nice when we finally style all this together. Alright, so here are the curls as is, not brushed out. And I'm gonna just do a light brush over the top to blend those loose hairs to the extensions, like the base layers, so they are smooth, and get any of these tangly bits taken care of. Start styling. I have a few tools over here to my side that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to start by pulling this hair up and leaving a nice curly layer on the bottom. Okay. When I do this, I'm going to take this hair, and we're not really going to worry about smoothing it or brushing it right now. I'm just clipping it up and out of the way. So all of this hair, I am going to twist together, kind of like a ponytail fashion. You know what? I think I'm just going to take this and use these straight pieces to hold it all together. So now that we have the ponytail, we're going to let this hair down, and we're going to leave the middle section as is for the time being. But we're going to take our brush and pull this top section away from the rest of the hair. So just pull it down like this. Make sure you get all that top section so that nothing is lost here. Leave your side pieces kind of to do what they want. Take all this hair. Okay. So now we have the middle layer. Like I said, that's going to be our base hair. So pull this up and clip it out of the way, just like we did a second ago. My wig is wanting to spin around here. Okay. Now we are going to start back combing and rolling hair. So take your extension layer and start ratting it up. So a teasing brush would work better for this, but I cannot find my teasing comb, so I'm just going to use my regular hairbrush and back comb the daylights out of this hair. You want this to be, pack it in there, don't be gentle with it. Oh, I've got my brush stuck. There we go. And get it all the way to the end of the hair. Don't leave the bottom part of your hair, to be straight. Pack it in there really, really well. And this has effectively destroyed this part of the extensions, but that's why we put the extensions in, so we don't destroy the wig. I'm taking every little section of hair, because this is going to be packed up top here. Okay, so that did not work the way I wanted it to, so I decided to go back to the drawing board on how I want to do this wig, and I ended up taking, this hair's caught on a pin, taking the pack of teased hair out, and I'm just going to re-smooth the top layer here with this brush. So just kind of get it back to how it was, just originally as the wig. We're still going to keep this Marie Antoinette style that I was talking about, though. We're just going to do it a little bit more effectively. So I'm going to take the hair from the top layer, not as much this time though, just what we have at the crown here. I'm going to take you guys keep turning, the teased extensions here, and actually put them in, instead of going this way, they're going to go up. So we're going to put the clips in upside down into the hair so that it naturally wants to go up and over. And then take it, ball it up on top, and now flip our other hair over. And I'm still going to use this hair catcher thing in it to do that. So try and make this kind of pack of hair as tight as possible, and then push it in to the sides, up and over, and this will take away some of the height. It'll keep our hair in here nice and tight. So now we can find the hair we used before and start laying it over top like this, which is much more of what I wanted. Now I might have to kind of keep pinching this while I smooth hair over the top. I'm going to brush down to see what I have to work with here too. So these side pieces can come up. And this is where you start kind of working like around the world. You get it going this side, and you take some hair in the back. You see where that hair's at. You know, we still want some hanging down, but we want to, you know, brush it up. Kind of creating that beehive look right now too. So this could be very multi-purpose. So now we have like a second layer of teased hair basically, but we still have all this in the back. So I'm going to clip all this in place with my big clip. And I'm going to go from the ends of the hair and push it up and in to give us that height. Really squeeze it in. And then this straight hair that I told you earlier would come in handy is going to definitely come in handy right now. We're actually going to take out this extension because it is so straight. The beauty of fake hair, am I right? And I'm trying to decide which direction I want it to go. I'm going to keep it really straight right now. And I think I just want it to go up and over. I think that'll be our best bet. Now I have more extensions, so we might add some more. Okay, so this kind of smooths over the top. Okay, now we have a lot of straight hair on top of this big mess, essentially. But what we're going to do is kind of maneuver it around like we've been doing. So just taking the brush, and I put extensions on the side, I put them on the top, so that this way we can pull all of this hair together. Okay, so now I think we're in much better shape than we were before. Obviously, you can still see the tease of the hair poking out, but from the front, it looks much better. So now we're going to add our flowers back in and pull these bangs back into this side. So just split them in half, or if you want them all on one side, that's fine too. But yeah, we're going to pull them back, and I'll probably add some like fancy jewelry to the hair at some point. But right now I think this is going to be perfect for the look that I go for. So I'm going to put my flower in on this side. And the wig is kind of drooping here, but we're going to put something in on this side too to even it all out. Pulling that bang back kind of pulled my wig off the head a little bit. Okay, and then I just have this nice little flower one. Here, this is more of just like one of those combs that you put in. Swoop it down, run the comb through it, and then stick it right into the hair. Alright, so this is how it looks. You can kind of see how I'm going to refluff this wig, and it's funny how the back looks compared to the front, because I feel like the front kind of goes for the look I'm going for. But yeah, that is it. Tighten this up a little bit. That'll bring back some height. There we go. That is it for this wig makeover. Thank you for going through the process with me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and check out my makeup channel, which will be linked down below, to see this wig used in a look. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.